what my restaurant business gave me was that Viraj, there's a gap in sauce. So that is, अगर मैं रेस्टोरेंट में फेल नहीं होता तो मेरे को पता थोड़ी चलता कि इतना बड़ा सॉस में गैप है.
But how did you figure out that gap?
I needed sauces. Every restaurant needs sauces. I mean, imagine pre-Veeba, India was a ketchup and a mayonnaise market.
Yeah.
I mean, we brought everything else. बाकी सब कुछ imported जरूर था. So when I was looking for sauces, they were not really. Yes, there were certain companies making for McDonald's and KFC, but they wouldn't take us seriously, right? Because 2-3 restaurant wali chain. That was one. And second thing was the biggest lesson that business taught me was frugality.
Frugality.
Yeah. I mean, Veeba, yes, we've raised money. It's not that we haven't raised money. I mean, now it's easy for me to say, I think our last fundraise happened in 5-6 years ago, to 2018, but we have raised money. But frugality, leaning towards profitability, ये सारी चीजें मेरे को restaurant ने सिखाई. So I think if I would not have failed in that business, Veeba would not have been. I'm not saying we are successful. I'm saying we are work in progress, but we would not have been financially so viable if it was not for the restaurant business. Our books are very strong. Our expenses are controlled and all of that.
So you were a spendthrift back then, but now you are a frugal entrepreneur.
I'm a frugal entrepreneur, yes.
I read this
But
saying,
do not confuse this with penny wise pound foolish. I might spend 100 crores on a plant, which we have in Rajasthan, but I might not spend, let's say, 50 lakhs on something. So it's not, so I might make a very big expense where it is needed. That is frugality, right?
Yeah.
You make the right expense at the right place. Our plant too is one of the biggest sauce plants in the country, if not the world, right? So we've made those kind of expenses also.
the difference between constructive frugality and destructive frugality is the assessment of necessity.
Yeah.
If you understand that something is necessary and you be frugal in it, you are being destructively frugal. But if you understand something is necessary and then you even take up a debt to be able to make that investment, that is constructive frugality.
Absolutely. So well put. I'm going to use this line actually.
Please.
Now. I will.
I was reading this book on HDFC.
Yeah.
Did you know back then, even when HDFC was a very big company, I don't remember the figure, but this is when HDFC was under Deepak Parikh. It was a mammoth company.
Yes.
And yet they used to keep account of the number of teacups in the office.
Wow. You can't do that in today's world.
Yeah, but that is a very good indication for that's a very good example for all the entrepreneurs that frugality is not the trait of the impoverished, but an attribute of the rich.
Absolutely. Very well put.
Right?
Absolutely. A small thing like when I leave my cabin in the switch off the lights. It's a very small thing, but people notice it, and I started seeing other leadership members also, starting switching off. These small things. I'm not saying they save money for the organization, but they set a attitude for the organization. Yeah.
Hi guys, thank you so much for watching the Indian Business Podcast. If you find value in our work, please hit that subscribe button, because for you it might be a zero effort task, but for us, that subscriber count is an important instrument to get great guests to our podcast and to make this podcast better for you. So if you find value, please subscribe.